Hey, now at 5, needing more help. The town of Holland is asking residents to help pay for more first responders.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Evening, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Amy is off. Nationwide, communities are feeling the impacts of the firefighter and EMS shortage. One local town is turning to its residents for help. News 8 Now's Dua Israr explains the town of Holland's firefighter referendum that's on the ballot in November. Good evening, Dua.
Ken, the Holman Area Fire Department currently has 6 full-time firefighters. According to Town Chair Bob Stupi, if the referendum does not pass, the town may only have 4. In November, Town of Holland residents have the choice to vote yes or no for a recurring referendum of $582,000. That's a $135 increase per $100,000 in property value for the first year. The goal of the referendum is to fund additional firefighters to staff the station 24/7. Currently, there are 6 full-time firefighters that cover the entire Holman area. Stupi says in the past 5 years, the need for firefighters and EMS has increased by 51%.
We reached a crisis point where we don't have enough staff for the communities of our size and the area that we serve relative to other communities in the state.
Currently, the La Crosse Fire Department provides assistance to the Holman Area Fire Department. Stupi says the Holman Area Fire Department is appreciative of the help, but says it won't last forever, which is why the town needs to be prepared for when that assistance ends. Now, if the referendum is passed, it would take effect in January of 2023, and Stupi says the department would start hiring additional firefighters as soon as possible.
All right, thanks very much, Dua. The town of Holland will host public information meetings on Thursday, October 13th and Tuesday, October 25th at 6:30 p.m. And again, the referendum will be on the ballot on November 8th. Let's switch gears now, talk some weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Grull for a look at your forecast.
Another beautiful day for our Tuesday across the region. Check out these high temperatures, generally in the lower to middle 70s. And keep in mind our average high 68 degrees in La Crosse. So a lot of these numbers about 5 degrees above average, even some upper 70s up towards Red Wing and the Twin Cities. Just some high and mid-level clouds scattered about, but that sun was able to filter through at times. So this satellite imagery looks a little bit more ominous than it is because, again, the sun is filtering through most of those clouds. Any rain chances still well to our north and west. So I do think we'll stay dry not only this evening, but most of the overnight. Slight chance of showers crops into the forecast for tomorrow and on Thursday as a strong cold front approaches from the west. Still 72 degrees in Eau Claire, Winona, Black River Falls, and La Crosse, also Decorah, 73 in Prairie du Chien. So beautiful evening for outdoor plans. Otherwise partly cloudy overnight, relatively mild. Lows in La Crosse only dipping to about 53 degrees. Again, changes are coming in terms of a drop in temperatures later this week. All the details in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill. Well, Wisconsin's Republican-controlled legislature took just seconds to reject Governor Evers' call to create a way for voters to get a chance to repeal the state's abortion ban.
The October 2022 special session is adjourned. Objection.
The Senate convened for 15 seconds to gavel in and adjourn. The special session called by Governor Evers to pass a constitutional amendment that would create a pathway for an up or down vote on the state's abortion ban. The Assembly, also controlled by Republicans, took about 20 seconds. Roughly a dozen Democratic lawmakers were in the chamber at that point. Some wore T-shirts that said abortion is health care, and they booed Republican leadership. Governor Evers has repeatedly called for special sessions on hot-button political issues. Republicans have never acted on any of these special session calls, including one in June to repeal the state's abortion ban. Well, State Senator Brad Pfaff returned from that session in Madison and met with reproductive health care supporters in La Crosse today. Pfaff says the Republican-controlled legislature refuses to work across the aisle and not listen to the will of the people. He says the 1849 abortion ban doesn't belong in a modern legislature and was visibly frustrated at the legislature gaveling in and out without a discussion.
I recognize that this is not an easy subject. I realize that. And I also realize the fact that it's the legislature's job to come forward and to provide the voters of this state a little bit more clarity than what we're providing right now. They're not providing any clarity. Instead, they're punting and saying, we'll see what happens after the election.
Paff is running as the Democratic nominee for Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district. Former President Trump's influence is being felt up and down the ballot in midterm races across the country. Nearly 200 candidates endorsed by the former president won their primaries. Republican candidates saw victories in pivotal battleground states, some of whom falsely claimed the 2020 election was rigged. Maryland's outgoing Republican Governor Larry Hogan had his hand-picked successor lose the primary to Trump-backed Dan Cox. Hogan says Trump's influence is damaging the party.
Very clear that this guy should not be the nominee and he shouldn't be governor, but I'm not getting involved in endorsing in the race. But this is not just Maryland, this is happening across the country.
Now, regardless of the type of party candidates that made it through this summer, experts are saying they anticipate the state of the economy to be the main driving force for voters when they head to the polls. The suspect of the Waukesha Christmas parade attack is representing himself from outside the courtroom again. The judge removed Darrell Brooks from the courtroom before jury selection got underway. He is charged with driving his SUV through the parade route, killing 6 people and injuring dozens of others. Brooks is representing himself for the 2nd day in a row. He interrupted the proceedings more than a dozen times.
The court's going to take a 5-minute recess. While I know it will take some time for the jurors to be brought up.
I did not agree to a estoppel, Your Honor. Then I move the court for a motion to dismiss based on grounds of judicial misconduct.
Now, Brooks listened to proceedings from another courtroom. The judge let him back into the courtroom after lunch, but he caused another disruption when the jury entered the room and was sent to another courtroom again. A conservative Wisconsin law firm is suing to stop President Biden's federal student loan forgiveness plan, saying it is discriminatory and unconstitutional. The firm, called Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, is asking a judge to block loan forgiveness until the lawsuit plays out. Biden cited COVID as a reason to invoke the act, which was enacted under an act that gives the president authority to forgive student debt related to military operations or national emergencies. The law firm believes this was an overextension of executive power. The lawsuit is not the first to be filed against Biden's plan, with lawsuits being filed both in Indiana and Missouri. The national workforce shortage has caused stress for all people, especially healthcare workers. Wisconsin Medicine, a partnership between UW Health and the UW School of Medicine, is directly tackling those shortages with the creation and expansion of new programs. The company Epic helped kickstart the programs with a significant donation, which will help healthcare workers address the shortage from all angles.
They saw great potential in this program, in a program that will help young adults from historically marginalized community enter the workforce, develop professional careers.
Among the new programs are an expansion of an existing apprenticeship program and a new nursing recruitment program, which will help employ nurses and pay for their education. Coming up after the break, the nation's highest court hears a case that could have far-reaching effects on federal voting rights law.
If your kitchen looks stuck in the past, then bring it up to date with one call to Mad City Kitchens, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Durable, stain-resistant door and drawer fronts in colors like Cascade White, Chocolate Pear, and Dust Gray, with available soft-close doors and drawers. We install in as little as 2 days, so you avoid a lengthy remodel. And it's affordable during our Rake in the Fall savings event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $25 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. But call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project, 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and Western Wisconsin, call 715-257-6651. That's 715-257-6651.
Knauf makes reliable and sustainable home insulation in America. We make it with recycled glass and our patented formaldehyde-free bio-based binder. As energy costs continue to rise, Knauf insulation is a smarter product that can lower your home's energy bill. And Menards makes it easy to find the right fiberglass insulation for your project. Stop by your area Menards today and look for eco-friendly Knauf home insulation. Knauf, for the world we live in. Visit Menards for your 11% off today.
We're paying more for food, gas, and rent. But Tony Evers wants to take even more of our money. He tried to raise the gas tax by 20% and double the tax on our heating bills. Evers wanted to use our tax dollars to pay people who refuse to work. And he wanted to give taxpayer-funded benefits to those who entered our country illegally. Evers even opposed drug testing for those getting welfare. We just can't afford 4 more years of Tony Evers.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
The conservative majority Supreme Court heard arguments for several hours this morning in a contentious case involving voting rights in Alabama. It's the first time in history that 2 black Supreme Court justices are on the bench for a case involving race issues. And as Natalie Brand reports, the center of the conflict is a Republican-drawn map that puts most black voters into one district.
Case 21-1086, Merrell versus Milligan.
In the first big case before the Supreme Court's newest justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson, the High Court heard arguments on a key voting rights case out of Alabama. At issue whether Alabama's redistricting plan for its 7 U.S. House seats violated part of the Voting Rights Act.
Alabama's map cracks that community and allows white block voting to deny black voters the opportunity to elect representation responsive to their needs.
A group of voters in the Alabama NAACP filed a lawsuit against the Alabama Secretary of State, seeking to create a second black majority congressional district. Alabama is 27% black, but only one of its congressional districts is majority black.
If I know that I'm voting in a district where no matter how many times I come to vote for certain seats, my vote doesn't matter because of how the district has been drawn, then there's little incentive for me to participate.
In January, a lower court ruling found the new map likely violated the Voting Rights Act, but the state argues adding a second district would force it to sort voters by race rather than by a, quote, race-neutral approach.
The only way to add a second majority-minority district to Alabama's plan is to make race the non-negotiable criterion.
Alabama is allowed to proceed with its new map for next month's elections, but the High Court's ruling in this case could affect future elections not only in Alabama, but in states across the country. Justice Jackson also pointed out Alabama's fraught history.
We're talking about a situation in which race has already infused the voting system.
This is also the first case involving race issues to come before the High Court, now with 2 black justices seated. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Alabama's Solicitor General argued states should not consider race in creating district lines to comply with the Voting Rights Act. Jackson said that law means you need to identify people in the community who have less opportunity and less ability to participate and, quote, ensure that is remedied. It is a race-conscious effort. Well, still to come, a community trying to move forward. It is all hands on deck for thousands in Southwest Florida for cleanup after Hurricane Ian.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. One more mild day tomorrow, but then cooler weather on the way. I'll let you know just how cool with my 8-day forecast after the break.
A water furnace geothermal system can provide extra comfort and safety for your home. With in-floor heating, there is no need for rugs to keep your feet warm. No rugs, no tripping hazard. Call Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today for your free estimate.
If it's time for a kitchen update, don't replace, reface. Call the experts at Mad City Kitchens. Cabinet refacing gives your kitchen a brand new look in as little as 2 days, backed with a lifetime warranty.
It's definitely going to improve the value of our home.
They did a good job.
They're professionals.
You can trust what they say. If they say they're going to come on a certain day at a certain time, you know, they do it.
It's our Rake in the Fall savings event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $25 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. But call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project, 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and Western Wisconsin, call 715-257-6651. That's 715-257-6651.
Meet Brad Paff. He never had a job outside of politics. Seriously, he hung around long enough to climb that political ladder. He'll never fix Washington. He won't even try. Me, I spent 26 years fighting for our country. I served as a Navy SEAL, and I know how to get things done. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message. Let's try something different. Let's change the people we're sending to D.C.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's fall jean sale is going on now. We offer genuine value on quality jeans and work pants every day. But right now, get even greater denim deals on the brands you love. Like men's Rustler jeans, just $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. Kids silver boot cut denim, only $19.99. Plus, all tires are on sale. Get a $100 rebate when you buy 4 Cooper tires. Rewards members get an extra $50 instant savings.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet.
A water furnace geothermal system can provide extra warmth to your home. Tired of a cold bathroom? This shower has heated floors, walls, and a heated bench. Stay warm. Call Flox Heating and Air Conditioning for your free estimate.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
The death toll continues to climb nearly a week after Hurricane Ian roared ashore in southwest Florida as a Category 4 storm. Across Florida, CBS News has confirmed more than 100 people have died. As the search for victims goes on, so does the cleanup. Christian Benavides has the latest from Fort Myers Beach.
Unfortunately, there's been, I think, more fatalities than anybody anticipated.
Nearly a week after Hurricane Ian slammed into southwest Florida, rescue teams with dogs are still going door to door on Fort Myers Beach, searching for victims.
Until we go through the rubble, until we see exactly what we have, we're not certain who's missing and what those numbers will be.
Many people chose to ride out the storm, despite being told to leave.
Once we leave, we can't get back. I mean, we've lost everything.
This structure, likely someone's home or business, now sits here next to these giant shrimp boats that were brought ashore when Hurricane Ian made landfall, just showing the sheer strength of the storm surge that it brought with it.
Despite the somber moments and scenes of nearly indescribable destruction, cleanup is underway and there is hope.
We are making tremendous progress, folks, and I'm proud to say that in 5 days, give or take, we are coming back on our feet.
The sheriff is urging people to help their neighbors.
It's all hands on deck here, folks. Let's everybody help each other because we're in this together.
Over 400,000 people began the day without electricity in Florida. Officials say they're confident most of the power will be back by Sunday. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Fort Myers Beach, Florida.
Southwest Florida International Airport in Fort Myers is scheduled to reopen tomorrow, and President Biden is scheduled to come to Florida tomorrow to survey that storm damage. Well, time now for a look at the skies closer to home, so let's send it over to Bill for a look at our forecast.
Another beautiful day locally, and we've had some high and mid-level clouds, as you can see through CityCam, but that sun is able to filter through. Also notice more and more color showing up on the trees locally, and it's that time of year where color is starting to shine quite nicely, especially over the northern half of the state. Starting to see some peak color across the north, where that typically occurs late September into early October. We're starting to kind of enter that peak color period in the cross and central parts of the state as well. Early to mid-October is when that generally occurs, and mid to late October for our southern communities. Now there's going to be variances in this because of terrain, coulees that get a little bit colder, species of trees, things like that. So again, this is just kind of a general guide in terms of when that peak color usually occurs. But already some pretty nice color on some of the trees in the local area. 73 was the high today, 50 the low, so another above average day. We should be around 68 for a high. 88 and 27 the records. That 88 was set not too long ago, 2005, and no rainfall once again, and we're already 0.4 below average for the month of October, so we could use some moisture. 72 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. 71 downtown at the station, winds out of the south at 5 to 10. The Mississippi holding steady. Eau Claire, 72 degrees for you folks, also with some high and mid-level clouds scattered about. So you can see where the cold front sits right about here, 50s and some 60s behind it, 70s, even an 82 ahead of it in Kansas City, but most of our neck of the woods in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Winds generally from the south at about 5 to 10, but they will come down again this evening. Otherwise, a lot of mid and high level clouds scattered about, but no rainfall. But that is all well to our west, kind of along and behind the front. And we've got also have this upper level low behind that front, and the two will combine to bring chances for some scattered showers tomorrow and on Thursday as well. So tonight, just a mix of moonlight and clouds. Tomorrow, again, a slight chance for a few hit and miss showers, I think, especially in the afternoon and into tomorrow evening. Maybe an isolated rumble of thunder as well. And then heading into Thursday, slight chance of showers. Notice the winds really crank up from the north and northwest. That's what's going to start to usher in some much cooler air. Highs tomorrow, though, still pretty mild. Upper 60s to low 70s for most, including about 71 in the La Crosse area. Upper 60s to low 70s down to the south as well. And more of the same as we head back to the north. Lots of spots in the upper 60s to lower 70s, including right around 70 for Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. So for tonight, relatively mild, partly cloudy sky, 53 for the low, 71 tomorrow. Slight chance of showers, only about 30% coverage. Same with Thursday, breezy and cooler though, a high of 60, 50s for highs Friday and Saturday. And look at those overnight lows Thursday and Friday nights. Low to mid 30s in the La Crosse area, maybe some 20s north and east. So areas of frost and freezing temperatures a possibility once again. Back in the 60s Sunday into next week with some low end rain chances next Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill. Okay. Still to come, Oktoberfest has come to a close, of course, but the festivities don't stop at the weekend. The Oktoberfest royal family continuing to spread joy to the community all week long.
Wednesday on News 8 Now this morning, relief groups in Madison are encouraging communities to send blood donations for Hurricane Ian victims. And drier weather conditions have helped Minnesota winemakers grow the perfect grapes. More on how the weather affects grapes before being harvested. We'll have all that and more tomorrow morning. Have a great Tuesday night. More News 8 Now is coming up after the break.
Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store. Visit today and see what's new and get your $250 discount coupon. Register for prizes and visit with designers. Hope to see you soon.
Is your gravel or dirt driveway migrating into your yard? Then it's time to call North Central Paving. Specializing in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installations, North Central Paving can handle all your asphalt needs. Call 608-781-4423 today to get your free estimate.
The kitchen is the heart of most homes, so make it beautiful and inviting with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. With several styles and colors, including a variety of wood grains with scratch and stain resistant finishes. Add functionality with pull-out shelving, lazy Susans, and everyone's favorite soft closed doors and drawers. Plus, avoid a lengthy remodel with installations in as little as 2 days. It's our Rake in the Fall savings event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $25 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. But last chance to call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project, 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free estimate. From La Crosse, Eau Claire, and western Wisconsin, call 715-257-6651. That's 715-257-6651.
There's no other place where my story is possible. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. It was our ticket to the middle class. That's the promise of America I'll fight to protect. While others send our jobs overseas, I'll bring manufacturing back, invest in our own workers, and stock our shelves with American products. And with a middle-class tax cut, you'll be able to keep more of what you earn. I know the promise of America, and no one will fight harder to protect it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Is your gravel or dirt driveway migrating into your yard? Then it's time to call North Central Paving. Specializing in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installations, North Central Paving can handle all your asphalt needs. Call 608-781-4423 today to get your free estimate.
Our William Shatner exclusive only going there about his Star Trek riff and, yes, that mission to the final frontier.
Next, E.T. Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Well, Oktoberfest is over, but the spirit of the weekend still remains strong. The Oktoberfest royal family made a stop at St. Rose Convent in La Crosse today. It's part of a royal family community tour of over 25 visits to places like schools and nursing homes. And for many of the schools, they invite this tour back every single year.
We are spreading Gemütlichkeit, and we get to benefit as much of spreading that Gemütlichkeit as everybody that gets it rained upon them.
Krat also says that they focus heavily on spreading joy, not just at Oktoberfest, but all year long. Now, peace is on its way to La Crosse. The Golden Rule, a historic sailboat, is sailing the Mississippi for the next year and will make its way to La Crosse tomorrow. Boat first set sail in 1958 to stop nuclear weapons tests and inspire peace in the Marshall Islands. The reborn version is a project by Veterans for Peace. Crews will be at Riverside Park tomorrow morning at 10:30 to spread the word about the dangers of nuclear power. At 12:30, Mayor Mitch Reynolds will hold a welcome ceremony for the boat. The night will close out with a presentation on the dangers of nuclear war at 5 p.m. We'll have a look at what's coming up at 6, and Bill will have another look at tonight's forecast when we come back.
At Gillespie & Associates, we're invested in this community because it's our community, and it's our mission to help you plan your financial future so you can retire with more confidence. To see if you're on track to your financial goals, call Gillespie & Associates today.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's. Oh, whoops, Taco John's.
No one expects to see me at their doorstep.
But it's happening more because of Tony Evers.
Evers released hundreds of violent criminals from prison.
Some of the worst offenders in Wisconsin history.
Some struck again.
And others will.
That's why we are with Tim Michaels.
He'll keep dangerous criminals behind bars.
Out of our homes and off our streets.
As a veteran, Tim Michaels knows how to keep Wisconsin safe.
We stand with Tim Michaels.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Waterworks.
Stop losing money through your old windows.
At Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, we don't only have the style of window you want, we have the type of window you need.
Look at the difference between our windows and our competitors. Our triple pane windows with foam help reduce energy costs, outside noise, and improves condensation resistance. Keep your hard-earned money. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions today.
For a limited time, receive 24 months interest-free financing.
People that have come to me for financial coaching have told me that they've learned more from me in 10 minutes than they did with their other guy in 10 years. Or they'll tell me, I've never looked at things from that angle before. If you want to learn more about financial management and your future, come see me. I'll do it for free, no invoice. Give the money man a call at Firefighters Credit Union. Let's make things happen.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie & Associates.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The death toll from Hurricane Ian rises to over 100 as officials warn some schools may not reopen for months. Plus, Herschel Walker, running as an anti-abortion Republican in Georgia, denies he paid for a girlfriend's abortion. The new fallout tonight. And remembering the coal miner's daughter, a look back at the incredible life of country music icon Loretta Lynn. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Coming up on News 8 now at 6, the American dream isn't always a reality. Some younger people are worried they won't be able to climb the ladder and improve their standard of living these days. Our Emily Haugen explains why beating poverty might be harder than expected. That story and more coming up tonight at 6.
Some high and mid-level clouds outside right now might make for some nice colors for that sunset. Expect overnight lows pretty mild, mid-40s to lower 50s, right around 53 in La Crosse.
Joining us tonight at 5. We appreciate your time. We hope you'll see us again at 6.